She went by many names: civil rights activist, political activist, preacher, singer, mother, sister, and she was sick and tired of being sick and tired. Her name was Fannie Lou Hamer, and she was a force to be reckoned with. Born the last of 20 children, Fannie Lou grew up in Montgomery County, Mississippi on October 6, 1917. Born into a family of poor sharecroppers, she knew hunger and poverty. She knew challenge. Not one to just accept her lot in life, Fannie Lou would grow up to fight for civil rights regardless of the cost to her. At the age of 27, Fannie Lou joined the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and worked hard at establishing voting rights for the Black community. Her commitment to the cause resulted in shots being fired at her and her friends by the KKK. Not to be put off easily, Fannie Lou kept fighting the good fight and joined the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, where she would challenge the Mississippi delegation. When she did try to vote, she was arrested and beaten severely and left with permanent kidney damage, a broken artery in her eye, and a limp that would remind her that the struggle was long from over. Above all, Fannie Lou was an inspiration to those around her, to those who had never had the privilege of meeting her, and to those today who just feel like giving up. In the summer of 1964, the Black men and women of Mississippi, joined by 1,000 young volunteers from the North, formed the Freedom Democratic Party in defiance of the all-white Democratic Party of Mississippi. When the Democratic National Convention met in Atlantic City, Black activists in the Freedom Democratic Party traveled by bus from Mississippi to demand that all white delegates from Mississippi, whose population was 40% Black, be replaced by a Black and white delegation that would be representative of the state. Fannie Lou Hamer, a sharecropper who had become a leader of the movement in Mississippi, spoke to the Credentials Committee, citing her own experience about what happened to Black people in Mississippi who tried to vote. Her eloquence on this occasion, which was nationally televised, so worried President Lyndon Johnson that he issued a White House announcement to interrupt her testimony. The Democratic Party would not seat the Black delegates, offering them instead 2 non-voting seats, which they refused. Here is a portion of Miss Hamer's testimony. Mr. Chairman and the Credentials Committee, my name is Miss Fannie Lou Hamer, and I live at 626 East Lafayette Street, Ruleville, Mississippi, Sunflower County, the home of Senator James O. Eastland and Senator Stennis. It was the 31st of August in 1962 that 18 of us traveled 26 miles to the county courthouse in Indianola to try to register to try to become first-class citizens. The plantation owner came and said, "Fannie Lou, if you don't go down and withdraw your registration, you will have to leave because we are not ready for that in Mississippi." And I addressed him and told him and said, "I didn't try to register for you. I tried to register for myself." I had to leave that same night. And in June the 9th, 1963, I had attended a voter registration workshop, was returning back to Mississippi. 10 of us was traveling by the Continental Trailway bus. When we got to Winona, Mississippi, it was a state highway patrolman and a chief of police ordered us out. Somebody screamed, "Get that one there!" And when I went to get in the car, then that man told me I was under arrest and he kicked me. I was carried to the county jail, and I was placed in a cell with a young woman called Miss Evista Simpson. I began to hear the sounds and the horrible screams, and I could hear somebody say, "Can you say yes, sir, nigger? Can you say yes, sir?" She would say, "Yes, I can say yes, sir." "So say it." She says, "I don't know you well enough." They beat her. I don't know how long. And after a while, she began to pray and ask God to have mercy on those people. All of this is on account we want to register to become first-class citizens. And if the Freedom Democratic party is not seated now, I question America. Is this America, the land of the free, the home of the brave, where we have to sleep with our telephones off the hook because our lives are being threatened? Daily, we want to live as decent human beings in America. Thank you.